So this is the kind of thing that you don't get in Jacksonville where I live. You have to drive 30 minutes to get to kind of like I said, you're out in the boondocks where no one cares. So you're basically out in the middle of nowhere, small town Florida. And when you come out here, you see a lot of Donald Trump supporter signs like up there like we support Donald Trump 2020. But like I said, if you shut up and you don't listen, you hear nothing but the St. Johns River. I'm assuming this is the St. Johns River. But like I said, being out here is extremely peaceful. But I do enjoy, like I said, coming out to places like this. I don't do it often enough, but when you're out in these places like the boondocks and all this kind of stuff, it's very quiet, very peaceful, and it takes your mind off of the city life. Because I live in one of the biggest cities in Florida, and it's always loud and always busy, and it's always go, go, go. Here, you can actually take some time to go outside and see nature. Even though, like I said, it's 2020, the coronavirus is around, the pandemic, whatever you want to call it, this has given me some sort of a normalcy again. You go outside, you're not around people, because a lot of people freak out when you go near them. They just feel like real back roads, like country. But the thing I'm noticing the most by being out here is the massive support of Donald Trump. I've seen like 12 signs that say they support Donald Trump. And the thing about it is, where I live, you don't see any damn Donald Trump signs. You don't see any signs for like Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that. But out here, it's just like real good driving roads, and that's what I'm noticing is the real good driving roads. Do you like road tripping and traveling? Is it the end destination is the fun and exciting part of that road trip, or is it just the traveling to that destination that makes it more fun, going through little small towns, taking these back roads, doing the things that you're just experimenting with? Is it the end destination? I believe it's the trip to the destination that is the most fun and exciting. Well, just remember, I'm out here actually being safe because I'm the only one in the car, for one, and there ain't no other motherfucker in the road. It's just me and this open ass road. There ain't no one out here. So that's like I said, you gotta have fun. You gotta explore. The thing about it is, you gotta get out of your house. You can't just be cooped up in your house for months on end and never go anywhere and never do anything. You can't just be that kind of mindset. You can't just be scared city, because when you're scared, that's when you have fear and panic, and you can't let fear and panic take over your life. You have to go out and just enjoy what life has to offer. And like I said, all what I'm seeing is just me and their open road. There's no other person out here besides me and myself and I. And that is it. Oh, I gotta turn around, baby, because the road's blocked off. Alrighty. So I just gotta go figure out exactly where I'm at, because all these roads are like blocked off. So I'm assuming I'm not going towards the interstate like I thought I was. That's a good thing about just road tripping, because you don't know exactly where you're going. You're just going. I don't know if a lot of you guys agree with me, but road tripping and just having your music on, especially if you're in a car, there's nothing like the feeling of just road tripping and traveling and just going, right? And I believe a lot of people, even on motorcycles and cars, it's just relaxing. It's just a way to, like, kind of like you say, meditate, because it takes your mind off of everything because you're just cruising. And the people that I've talked to say, I don't like driving my car, I don't like riding a motorcycle, I only do it because I have to. That's weird to me. That's very odd that you don't like just to get in your car and you just go down a road that has no traffic on it, like I'm on right now. This road has almost absolutely no traffic, and it is just, like I said, relaxing, and that's the way it is. That's just the way it really is relaxing, and that's the way it should be. Oh, okay, good. I thought those highway patrol guys were gonna turn around and come after me because I was going a little bit fast, and I didn't want them to pull me over. I'm like, I'll give you a ticket, sir, because then that would ruin my day. Especially ruin my day, because I was doing 80 on a 65. I was doing 80 miles an hour on a 65. So, like I said, there's nothing better than just cruising and having good music on and just going for a drive. So that's why I wanted to get out on my day off and just enjoy the little back road. And now that I've explored that area once before, I know where to go if I just want to go back road driving and just take my mind off of BS of work and just of reality of what's going on in the world right now. But yeah, I'm glad the cops did not just like pull out, we're giving this guy a ticket today. No, I don't want no ticket. I don't need no ticket. You would ruin my life, because I'd be like, hell no, I'm just cruising. If they said, hey, why are we speeding? Why not? This road is open. There's no traffic really. Why wouldn't you drive, officer? But yeah, I'm enjoying my Saturday. So this is the first time I've been out here in Jacksonville Beach since the pandemic, and to be honest, it's very different compared to what you normally see with people social distancing and people not packing the hell out of the streets. Cause usually in Jacksonville Beach, it's a pretty busy. Yes, I'm talking crazy busy. Normally, when you go to Jacksonville Beach, it's popping, but as you can see, it's very dead. But like I said, you gotta get out of the house and you gotta see what the world has to offer. Even if it's just going to the beach or going to a lake or just going to the park, you gotta get out of the house. You can't just stay at home doing nothing, because that's when people go freaking nuts. People go nuts, crazy. You get that cabin fever, just staying home, doing the same things all the time. And as you see right here, people out here working out. I mean, what else you gonna do? Is 2020 one of the craziest years ever? So I was thinking, because I just got home, took a shower from that time at Jacksonville Beach and down there in St. Johns County. And to be honest, like I said, guys, I really think the older you're getting, because I've talked to a lot of friends and I've seen a lot of podcasters doing this, and I just on the way home was listening to the Steve Austin show, and basically Steve Austin was talking to Joey Diaz, and they both came to a conclusion that getting property or living in small communities is better than living in a major city. Because they said living in a major city like Jacksonville, Florida, or Miami, or Seattle, or New York, or Los Angeles, or even London or Liverpool, they say it's not that great because he was also saying, especially right now with like a coronavirus and all that kind of stuff, they say, is it really good to be packed in with millions of people, and maybe it's just better to be in a smaller community, let's say 5,000 people instead of 55,000 people. Steve Austin was saying, if you don't know who he is, he's a former professional wrestler and low budget actor who's done movies with Steven Seagal, and he was in The Longest Yard. But he was saying he's moving to a town outside of Reno, Nevada, and he said the reason is he's getting a lot of property and he can ride his dirt bike and his ATVs with no problem. There's no issues of him riding his motorcycle. You don't have to deal with a lot of assholes while you're in a small town because there's less traffic, less car accidents, just less things to happen, and it's more quiet, and you don't have to listen to the city life. Because especially where I live, if you go sit in my backyard, you hear cars on the highway going, and you're like, shoot, I just want one day where it's just quiet. And I thought the older I'm getting, because I'm going to be 37 next year, the older I get, the more I realize it is nice even to get a piece of property that you might an RV or a camper out there that you can go to every now and then and escape the city life. Because when you live in a major city, there's a couple things that I think of. You have the ability to have concerts, sporting events, and you have the ability to have everything so close, like restaurants and stores. You don't have to travel so far if you need something. You don't have to always rely on Amazon. You could go to the store and get it right then and there. But when you live in a small town, you might not have the options of all the major stores, major brands, and that means you might have to commute from one place to another, which might be 45 minutes to an hour. But when you're in that small environment, you have, like Joey was saying, a community of people that actually do things as a community. Or there's a new restaurant, half the town comes out for that event. Here, you might say, okay, there's a new restaurant opening up. No one cares. I remember where I grew up and went to when I grew up as a kid. We used to go to the park with a mom, and there'd be always be musicians playing in the park. They would have a little stage set up, and be like during the summer they would just have jam bands that would just play country music or rock music or whatever it was, and people just get their blankets and sit down in the park and listen to the music. That would never happen in a major city. I don't believe in a major city like Jacksonville, Florida, or Miami, you would ever get that kind of community that would come together to watch these local artists perform. And you'd have food vendors, and you'd have like food trucks that would show up that would serve ice cream and other things that you could get while you're at the show. You should start to realize that what's more important to you, a major city where you can have everything around you, or the quiet environment where you could just relax and chill and not worry about your neighbors bitching at you because you have your Metallica music on. That's right, you didn't hear nothing. And that's what it would sound like when you live in those environments. But I also will say, when you live in a small place like that in the boondocks, it can get super quiet, and that could become boredom. Because I remember growing up in the small town life, and I kind of got bored a little bit when it would be nothing to do. You have to go places. You have to go to the beach. You have to just get out of your house. You can't just be cooped up, even because of COVID-19. You have to leave your property, and you have to go do things. That's why, even though I haven't gone a lot of places, I don't mind driving like 45 minutes to a little designated area, or drive an hour just to a designated place, just so I could relax and get out of the house. Because staying in the house is not the most fun and exciting thing. It gets very stale and very boring just staying in the house, watching Netflix, watching YouTube, playing video games. It gets old. And just going back and forth to work gets extremely old. So that's why I'm trying to figure out things to do. And if you guys like this kind of vlog, let me know, because I'm really opening my mind up to try to do things to give back to you guys, to make the vlogs more entertaining again and actually do stuff. And I know in 2020 it's so fucking impossible to go out and do fucking things because COVID-19 has fucked it up. So you can't really go out and have the fun and excitement like you used to. I mean, I would want to go to Orlando and just go fucking crazy, but what would I do when I get there? Because I don't know. I don't even know what's open or whatnot. But with that being said, guys, remember to rate, comment, and subscribe.